Okay, so this is the Sickle base with the setup of a big square wall around it and the towers in a circular fashion around the middle. And this is the newer version of this base, as they have changed it to remove some of the flags and elite gets from this. So here I start by deploying my aircrafts and killing off the mega tank in the corner, along with the anti-ground towers, the mortar turret, which I'm killing now, the next in Hellfire turret next to that, and also the laser turret just above the bunker. You can kill that if you want to. I didn't do it this time. It's if you want some extra experience, it's always nice to do that. And this step you repeat for all 4 corners of this base, killing off all the 4 mega tanks, all the anti-air turrets in the corners. So this is basically like the core for doing these ones. And then after that you can decide on which entrance you want to take to this building, to this base really. You can attack it from any point of view, from the bottom, left, right, or from the top. It's really up to yourself which you prefer, which angle you want to attack from. So as I fly around carefully, I fly on the outer edges of the base, of course, so I do not get hit by the bunkers. They contain of machine gunners, riflemen, and some mortars and a few snipers. It's about 2 to 3 snipers each and about 6 gunners or so. So you want to be extra careful there so you do not get hit unnecessarily, as then your air will die quite quickly. This base also has a few tricks and pointers, since there is 2 flak tanks in the bottom part, where you have to be extra careful while using your air, so you do not get killed by them, since they do splash damage on your air. For handle this, now that the bottom part is cleared, you take your aircrafts. I'll use my air to clear this, but you can use tanks if you want to. But as it is an anti-ground turret behind this, I do recommend you to use your airs just to kill it fast. Here you see the snipers and everything popping out. So after this, if you want to take a single aircraft and fly it close enough just to kill the barrage turret. And you can also do this to kill that laser turret next to it if you want to, if you feel that it are in the way of your ground units later. So in the meanwhile, I'll fly to the top corner and finish off what I need on the edges there before I can keep doing the next part of the layer of the space. So there's a lot of moving around here, as you can see clearly, and also the positioning. You try to position your hawks and your whatever aircraft you now use as tight as possible, so that they will not stick out on any edge, because if they stick out maybe an inch too much on the one side, the machine gun turrets or flak tanks or even flak turrets or something might hit it by mistake, and you don't want that. So you be really careful where you use them. So now all the outer defenses are down on this base. So I guess you can see the turret on the downside there is now dead as well. So now I do not mark all my aircraft and then drag them, because then that one would just flown straight to the base and would have died. So just be careful until they are on the same page. So now for the tank part. Now I deploy my Hellfires. I drag them upwards to start by killing off the gun turret there, basically. And you can do this in 2 ways, really. You take your aircraft and you kill off the bunker, and then you drag your Hellfires in and you take out the gun turret. So basically you Here you might lose some units. I normally prefer just to use my airs to kill a bunker and lose one Hellfire, one elite Warhawk actually. But in this case I choose to do it differently. I use my Hellfires just go in and kill gun turrets first, just to demonstrate the range and the damage that the snipers in these bunkers can do to your tanks if you're not careful. And these don't have that very much high armor as well, so they do take a lot of damage. And also I'm trying to show you like the line, that you take a straight line between your tanks and the turret you're killing, and also making a line to the closest anti-tank tower behind it, to make sure that you do have as long range between those two as possible, so you do not take any unnecessary damage. So as you can see here, as I move in and towards attacking this gun turret here, my Hellfire will start taking damage as just right now as when the sniper is shooting at it. So as you can see, it does a fair amount of damage. So I move in with my Hawks as soon as the missiles start raining over, because then the riflemen and machine gunners in the bunker will start hitting those missiles to try and kill it down. So then you can move into the bunker and kill it, because then they will not do so much damage to your aircrafts. So you can do a combination as well if you want to. It's basically what you want to try. So as this one is dead now, this will leave the barrage turret and that laser turret wide open to just go in and kill. As you can see here, I did a mistake. I put my my Hellfires too far ahead, so I did lost end combat, and then I got an unfortunate disconnection. But that's what can happen sometimes. So I'm just gonna briefly reconnect to the game and also load into that same base again. And I'm gonna attack from the same angle again as we did before, to drag my aircrafts down to that bottom part. As you will soon see here when I press air attack and get my aircrafts down. There is of course some delay, but it's not very much, so it's quite okay. And also you should try and have about a few dogs, if you do have them in each platoon, to sniff out some of the front mines, as they are quite handy. The dogs can take a hit of a mine. They have only like a 6-minute repair time compared to your tanks that has like an hour, from 30 minutes to an hour depending on which type you use. So I would recommend you using dogs instead. It can be really handy to have them. Just have like 2 to 3, actually 3 in a different set of groups. You can have up to 4 groups in each platoon. Then you can just control them one by one. So now that those 2 free turrets are dead, I'm gonna drag in the tanks. I'm attacking the wall here just to cluster them up as good as possible to not take so much damage if I were to get hit. It's a nice technique that you can use sometimes if you want to. And also I find it easier when the walls are dead to just see where everything is and all the margins and so on. So I normally just shoot them down just for the sake of it. So now you see I'm gonna drag in the Hellfire here. Okay, there I hit a mine by a few inches. So that's why we always use the singular approach to dragging in one tank at a time. So here I'm shooting at this power plant, and the only reason I do it this way is because I'm going to kill this flak tank that's behind it, and I'm only going to do that by doing the splash damage to it, as you can notice here. And this will also enable me to kill the other power plant above, and also that flak tank, that flak turret if I want to, and leaving the plasma turret below wide open as well. I'm also just wrecking down this power plant just to get these turrets on low power. As you will see now, that they will actually do less damage and fire less consecutively. After this, I will use the same approach as I did on that single turret when I just select a single aircraft unit to kill a laser turret. And also I drag the tanks all the way back and around to not get hit by the mines, as there are a lot of mines in the middle of this map here. If you can, as you can see, between these trees there is 3 mines, as I have found so far, and you don't want to step on them more than you really do by accident, and when you're just lazy enough to not pay enough attention, because it's an extra repair time and you just want to clear as many as possible. So now I'm sending in my single aircraft again, and this is also just because of flak tank behind. If you send in too many, it will be a bigger hitbox for them to hit, and therefore they will also hit all your aircraft as they do splash damage. So now I drag in my Hellfires again to kill off the base. And also here, I don't drag them in right away, because I know that laser turret can sometimes kill your tanks, and they do really nice damage to it as well. So you should be extra careful here. And also, since I'm lazy here, I can't really be bothered to not step on this mine that is gonna come here soon, because yeah, it just takes longer to go around it, and it's not so big of a deal. I mean, I can repair that later. So now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna shoot against the base. And as you can see here, now the bottom bottom right corner of the base is pretty much demolished, so then you will have enough range to just go in and finish off the base. As soon as you can see here now, you will splash some of the remaining deposits as well around the base, as long with the Google bar, which will give you some extra resources, which is always nice. And also remember to drag your aircrafts in to your Hellfires or to your tanks, and just to make sure that you do not give them to take extra damage. It's just how much you want them to not get damaged, really, and how focused you are when you do this. After you've done a couple of hundreds, you do not really care anymore, I guess. So this is pretty much it. So it's gonna look for the remainder of this this fight now until the command center is down. So basically, this is how I do it, and as I know, people do it differently. People use different units. I sometimes prefer to use Challengers instead of Hellfires. That's just depending on what you have and what kind of mood you are in, and if you want to be extra careful or how thorough you want to be. You can as well bring both types, and then you will just be able to clear the entire thing if you want to. So if you have learned anything, I hope you did, and there will probably come more videos of these kind of types and different strategies as well to help more people. Yep, I hope to see you around soon, and hope you enjoy this show, and have fun.